Musical Composition 22. My Almighty, why have you forsaken me? Far from saving me, far from the words of my groaning. My Almighty, I call by day, but you do not answer, and by night, but I find no rest. Yet you are pure, enthroned on the promises of Israel. Our fathers trusted in you. They trusted, and you delivered them. They cried to you, and were delivered. They trusted in you, and were not ashamed. But I am a worm, and no human, a reproach of human, and despised by the people. All who see me mock me. They shoot out the lip. They shake the head, saying, He trusted in Yesu. Let him rescue him. Let him deliver him, seeing he has delighted in him. For you are the one who took me out of the womb, causing me to trust while on my mother's breast. I was cast upon you from birth. From my mother's belly you have been my Almighty. Do not be far from me, for distress is near, for there is none to help. Many bulls have surrounded me. Strong ones of Bashan have encircled me. They have opened their mouths against me, as a raging and roaring lion. I have been poured out like water, and all my bones have been spread apart. My heart has become like wax. It has melted in the midst of my inward parts. My strength is dried like a potsherd, and my tongue is cleaving to my jaws. And to the dust of death you are appointing me. For dogs have surrounded me. A crowd of wicked ones have encircled me, piercing my hands and my feet. I count all my bones. They look, they stare at me. They divide my garments among them, and for my raiment they cast lots. But you, Yesu, do not be far off. My strength, hasten to help me. Deliver my life from the sword, my only life from the power of the dog. Save me from the mouth of the lion, and from the horns of the wild beasts. You have answered me. I will report your name to my brothers and sisters. In the middle of the group of called ones I will sing songs of praise to you. For you who fear Jesus, praise him. All you seed of Jacob, esteem him, and fear him, all you seed of Israel. For he has not despised nor hated the affliction of the afflicted, nor has he hidden his face from him. But when he cried to him, he heard. From you is my praise in the great group of called ones. I pay my vows before those who fear him. The meek ones do eat and are satisfied. Let those who seek him praise Jesus. Let your heart live even to the last age. Let all the ends of the earth remember and turn to Jesus, and all clans of the nations bow themselves before you. For the reign belongs to Jesus, and he is ruling over the nations. All the fat ones of the earth shall eat and bow themselves. All who go down to the dust bow before him, even he who did not keep alive his own life. A seed shall serve him. It is declared of Jesus to the coming generation. They shall come and declare his rightness and justness to a people yet to be born, for he shall do it. Musical Composition 23. Jesus is my shepherd. I do not lack. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He turns back my being. He leads me in paths of rightness and justness for his name's sake. When I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no wickedness, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You spread before me a table in the face of my enemies. You have anointed my head with oil. My cup runs over. Only goodness and mercy follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of Yesu to the length of days. Musical Composition 24. The earth belongs to Yesu, and all that fills it, the world and those who dwell in it. For he has founded it upon the seas, and upon the waters he does establish it. Who does go up into the mountain of Yesu, and who does stand in his pure place? He who has innocent hands and a clean heart, who did not bring his life to naught, and did not swear deceivingly. He receives a blessing from Yesu, and rightness and justness from the Almighty of his deliverance. This is the generation of those who seek him, Jacob, who seek your face. Lift up your heads, you gates, and be lifted up, you doors, for all the eras of the last age of the ages, and let the King of esteem come in. Who is this King of esteem? Jesus, strong and mighty. Jesus, mighty in battle. Lift up your heads, O you gates, even lift up, you doors, for all the eras of the last age of the ages, and let the King of esteem come in. Who is this King of esteem? Jesus of hosts. He is the King of esteem. Musical Composition 25. To you, Yesu, I lift up my being. My Almighty, in you I have put my trust. Let me not be ashamed. Let not my enemies rejoice over me. Indeed, let no one who waits on you be ashamed. Let those who are treacherous without cause be ashamed. Show me your ways, Yesu. Teach me your paths. Lead me in your truth, and teach me, for you are the Almighty of my deliverance. On you I wait all the day. Remember, Yesu, your compassion and your mercies, for they are for all the eras of the last age of the ages. Do not remember the wrongs of my youth and my lawless ways. According to your mercy, remember me, for your goodness' sake, Yesu. Good and straight is Jesus. Therefore, he teaches wrongdoers in the way. He guides the meek ones in right ruling, and he teaches the meek ones his way. All the paths of Jesus are mercy and truth to those who guard his contract and his witnesses. For your name's sake, Yesu, you shall pardon my lawless ways, though it is great. Who then is the human that fears Jesus? He teaches him in the way he should choose. His life dwells in good, and his seed inherits the earth. The secret of Jesus is with those who fear him, and he makes his contract known to them. My eyes are ever toward Jesus, for he brings my feet out of the net. Turn your face to me, and show me favor, for I am lonely and afflicted. The distresses of my heart have enlarged. Bring me out of my distresses. Look on my affliction and my toil, and forgive all my wrongs. See how many my enemies have become, and they hate me with a violent hatred. Guard my life, and deliver me. Let me not be ashamed, for I have taken refuge in you. Let integrity and straightness guard me, for I have waited for you. Redeem Israel, Almighty, out of all his distresses. Musical Composition 26. Rule me rightly, Yesu, for I have walked in my integrity, and I have trusted in Jesus, without wavering. Examine me, Yesu, and prove me. Try my kidneys and my heart, for your mercy is before my eyes, and I have walked in your truth. I have not sat with human of falsehood, nor do I enter with pretenders. I have hated the assembly of the wicked ones, and I do not sit with the wrong. I wash my hands in innocence, and I walk around your altar, Yesu, to raise a voice of thanksgiving, and to declare all your wonders. Yesu, I have loved the abode of your house, and the place where your esteem dwells. Do not gather my being together with wrongdoers, nor my life with bloodthirsty human, in whose hands is a plot, and their right hand is filled with bribes. But as for me, I walk in my integrity. Redeem me and show me favor. My foot shall stand on a level place. In the group of called ones I bless Jesus. Musical Composition 27. Jesus is my light and my deliverance. Whom should I fear? Jesus is the refuge of my life. Whom should I dread? When evildoers come against me to eat up my flesh, my adversaries and my enemies, they shall stumble and fall. Though an army encamps against me, my heart does not fear. Though battle comes up against me, even then I would be trusting. One matter I asked of Jesus, this I seek, to dwell in the house of Jesus all the days of my life, to see the pleasantness of Jesus, and to inquire in his temple. For in the day of evil he hides me in his booth. In the covering of his tent he hides me. On a rock he raises me up. And now my head is lifted up above my enemies, all around me, and I offer in his tent with shouts of joy. I sing, yea, I make a melody to Jesus. Hear, Yesu, when I cry with my voice, and show me favor, and answer me. To my heart you have said, seek my face. Your face, Yesu, I seek. Do not hide your face from me. Do not turn your servant away in displeasure. You have been my help. Do not leave me nor forsake me, Almighty of my deliverance. When my father and my mother have forsaken me, then Jesus does take me in. Teach me your way, Yesu, and lead me in a smooth path, because of my enemies. Do not give me over to the desire of my adversaries, for false witnesses have risen against me, and they breathe out cruelty to me. What if I had not believed to see the goodness of Jesus in the land of the living? Wait on Jesus. Be strong, and let him strengthen your heart. Wait, I say, on Jesus. Musical Composition 28. I cry to you, Yesu, my rock. Do not be deaf to me, for if you are silent to me, I shall be like those who go down to the pit. Hear the voice of my prayers, when I cry to you, when I lift up my hands toward your pure speaking place. Do not draw me away with the wrong and with the workers of wickedness, who speak peace to their neighbors, but evil is in their hearts. Give to them according to their deeds, and according to the evil of their practices. Give to them according to the work of their hands. Bring back to them what they deserve. because they do not heed the works of Jesus, nor the works of his hands. He throws them down and does not build them up. Blessed be Jesus, because he has heard the voice of my prayers. Jesus is my strength and my shield. My heart has trusted in him, and I have been helped. Therefore my heart rejoices, and with my song I thank him. Jesus is the strength of his people, and he is the stronghold of deliverance of his anointed. Save your people, and bless your inheritance, and be their shepherd, and bear them up even to the last age. Musical Composition 29. Ascribe to Jesus, you sons of the mighty. Ascribe to Jesus esteem and strength. Ascribe to Jesus the esteem of his name. Bow yourselves to Jesus in the splendor of pureness. The voice of Jesus is over the waters. The Almighty of esteem thunders. Jesus is over many waters. The voice of Jesus is with power. The voice of Jesus is with greatness. The voice of Jesus is breaking the cedars. Jesus is breaking the cedars of Lebanon in pieces, and he makes them skip like a calf, Lebanon and Syrian like a young wild ox. The voice of Jesus cuts through the flames of fire. The voice of Jesus shakes the wilderness. Jesus shakes the wilderness of Kadesh. The voice of Jesus makes the deer give birth, and strips the forest bare. And in his temple everyone says, Esteem! Jesus sat enthroned at the flood, and Jesus sits as king even to the last age. Jesus gives strength to his people. Jesus blesses his people with peace. I elevate you, Yesu, for you have drawn me up, and have not let my enemies rejoice over me. Yesu, my Almighty, I have cried to you, and you have healed me. Yesu, you brought me up from the grave. You have kept me alive from going down into the pit. Sing praise to Jesus, you kind ones of his, and give thanks at the remembrance of his pureness. For his displeasure is for a moment, his delight is for life. Weeping might last for the night, but joy comes in the morning. As for me, I have said in my ease, never would I be shaken. Yesu, in your good pleasure you have made my mountain to stand strong. You hid your face, and I was troubled. I cried out to you, Yesu, and to Jesus I prayed. What gain is there in my blood when I go down to the pit? Would dust praise you? Would it declare your truth? Hear, Yesu, and show me favor. Yesu, be my helper. You have turned my mourning into dancing for me. You have torn off my sackcloth, and girded me with gladness, so that my esteem might praise you, and not be silent. Yesu, my Almighty, I thank you even to the last age. Musical Composition 31. In you, Yesu, I have taken refuge. Let me never be ashamed. Deliver me in your rightness and justness. Incline your ear to me. Deliver me speedily. Be a rock of refuge to me, a house of defense to save me. For you are my rock and my stronghold. For your name's sake, lead me and guide me. Bring me out of the net which they have hidden for me, for you are my stronghold. Into your hand I commit my spirit. You have redeemed me, Yesu, Almighty of truth. I have hated those who observe lying vanities, but I trust in Jesus. I rejoice and rejoice in your mercy, for you have seen my affliction. You have known the distresses of my life. You have not shut me up into the hand of the enemy. You have set my feet in a large place. Show me favor, Yesu, for I am in distress. My eye, my being, and my body have become old with grief. For my life is consumed in sorrow, and my years in sighing. My strength fails because of my lawless ways, and my bones have become old. I am a reproach among all my adversaries, but most of all among my neighbors, and a dread to my friends. Those who see me outside flee from me. I have been forgotten like someone dead from the heart. I have been like a missing vessel, for I hear the evil report of many. Fear is from all around. When they take counsel together against me, they plot to take away my life. But I have put my trust in you, Yesu. I have said, you are my Almighty. My times are in your hand. Deliver me from the hand of my enemies, and from those who pursue me. Make your face shine upon your servant. Save me in your mercy. Do not let me be ashamed, Yesu, for I have called upon you. Let the wrong be ashamed. Let them be silenced in the grave. Let lips of falsehood be stilled, which speak recklessly against the right and just, with pride and scorn. How great is your goodness, which you have laid up for those fearing you, which you have prepared for those taking refuge in you, in the sight of the sons of human. In the secrecy of your presence you shall hide them from the plots of human. You shelter them in a booth from the strife of tongues. Blessed be Jesus, for he has made marvelous his mercy to me in a strong city. And I have said in my haste, I am cut off from before your eyes. Yet you heard the voice of my prayers when I cried out to you. Love Jesus, all you his kind ones, for Jesus guards the trustworthy ones, and exceedingly repays the doer of pride. Be strong, and let him strengthen your heart, all you who are waiting for Jesus. Musical Composition 32. Happy is the person whose lawless ways have been forgiven, and whose wrongdoings have been covered. Happy is the human whose wrongdoing Jesus by no means regards. When I kept silent, my bones became old through my groaning all the day. For day and night your hand was heavy upon me. My sap was turned into the droughts of summer. I acknowledged my wrong to you, and my wrongdoing I did not hide. I have said, I confess my lawless ways to Jesus, and you forgave the wrongdoing of my wrong. Therefore, let every kind one pray to you while you might be found. Even in a flood of great waters they would not reach him. You are my hiding place. You preserve me from distress. You surround me with songs of deliverance. Let me instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. Let me counsel, my eye be on you. Do not be like the horse, like the mule, with no understanding, with bit and bridle, else they do not come near you. Many are the sorrows of the wrong, but as for the one trusting in Jesus, mercy surrounds him. Be glad in Jesus and rejoice, you right and just, and shout for joy, all you upright in heart. Musical Composition 33. Shout for joy in Jesus, you right and just. Praise is fitting for the straight. Praise Jesus with the lyre. Sing to him with an instrument of 10 strings. Sing to him a new song. Play sweetly with a shout of joy. For the word of Jesus is straight, and all his works are in truth. Loving rightness and justness and right ruling, the earth is filled with the mercy of Jesus. By the word of Jesus the heavens were made, and all their host by the spirit of his mouth, gathering the waters of the sea together as a heap, laying up the deep in storehouses. Let all the earth fear Jesus. Let all the inhabitants of the world stand in awe of him. For he spoke, and it came to be. He commanded, and it stood fast. Jesus brings the counsel of the nations to naught. He thwarts the plans of the peoples. The counsel of Jesus stands even to the last age, the plans of his heart to all generations. Blessed is the nation whose Almighty is Jesus, the people whom he has chosen as his own inheritance. Jesus has looked from the heavens. He has seen all the sons of human. He looked from his dwelling place on all the inhabitants of the earth. He who fashions the hearts of them all, he who understands all their works. The king is not saved by the multitude of an army. A mighty human is not delivered by great strength. A horse is a vain means of safety, neither does it rescue any by its great power. Notice, the eye of Jesus is on those fearing him, on those waiting for his mercy, to deliver their being from death, and to keep them alive during scarcity of food. Our being has longed for Jesus. Our help and our shield is he. For our heart does rejoice in him, for we have put our trust in his pure name. Let your mercy, Yesu, be upon us, even as we wait for you. Musical Composition 34. I bless Jesus at all times. His praise is continually in my mouth. My being makes its boast in Jesus. Let the humble hear and be glad. Make Jesus great with me, and let us elevate his name together. I sought Jesus, and he answered me, and delivered me from all my fears. They looked to him, and were lightened, and their faces were not ashamed. This poor one cried out, and Jesus heard him, and saved him out of all his distresses. The messenger of Jesus encamps all around those who fear him, and rescues them. Taste and see that Jesus is good. Blessed is the human that takes refuge in him. Fear Jesus, you his pure ones, for there is no lack to them who fear him. Young lions have lacked and been hungry, but those who seek Jesus lack not any good matter. Come, you children, listen to me. Let me teach you the fear of Jesus. Who is the human who desires life, who loves many days, in order to see good? Keep your tongue from evil, and your lips from speaking deceit. Turn away from evil, and do good. Seek peace, and pursue it. The eyes of Jesus are on the right and just, and his ears unto their cry. The face of Jesus is against evildoers, to cut off their remembrance from the earth. The right and just cried out, and Jesus heard, and delivered them out of all their distresses. Jesus is near to the broken-hearted, and saves those whose spirit is crushed. Many are the evils of the right and just, but Jesus delivers him out of them all. He is guarding all his bones, not one of them is broken. Evil does slay the wrong, and those who hate the right and just are guilty. Jesus redeems the lives of his servants, and none of those taking refuge in him are guilty. Musical Composition 35. Yesu, strive with those who strive with me. Fight against those who fight against me. Take hold of shield and armor, and rise for my help, and draw out spear and lance, to meet those who pursue me. Say to my life, I am your deliverance. Let those be ashamed and blush who seek my life. Let those be turned back and abashed who plot evil to me. Let them be as chaff before the wind, with a messenger of Jesus driving on. Let their way be dark and slippery, with a messenger of Jesus pursuing them. For without cause they hid their net for me. Without cause they dug a pit for my life. Let ruin come upon him unawares, and let his net that he hid catch himself. But let him fall in it, into ruin. But let my own being rejoice in Jesus. Let it rejoice in his deliverance. Let all my bones say, Yesu, who is like you, delivering the poor from one stronger than he, and the poor and the needy from him who robs him. Ruthless witnesses rise up. They ask me that which I knew not. They reward me evil for good, bereaving my life. But I, when they were sick, I put on sackcloth. I humbled my being with fastings, and my prayer would return to my own bosom. I walked about as though he were my friend or brother. I bowed down mourning, as one mourning for a mother. But they rejoiced at my stumbling, and gathered together. The smiters gathered against me, and I did not know it. They tore in pieces without ceasing. With unclean ones, mockers at feasts, gnashing at me with their teeth. Yesu, how long would you look on? Rescue my being from their destructions, my only life from the lions. I give you thanks in the great group of called ones. I praise you among a mighty people. Let not my lying enemies rejoice over me, or those who hate me without cause wink their eyes. For they do not speak peace, but they devise words of deceit against the peaceable ones of the land. And they opened their mouth wide against me. They said, Aha, aha, our eyes have seen it. This you have seen, Yesu. Do not be silent, Yesu. Do not be far from me. Stir up yourself and awake to my right ruling, to my cause, my Almighty and my Master. Rule me rightly, Jesus, my Almighty, according to your rightness and justness, and let them not rejoice over me. Let them not say in their hearts, Aha, our desire. Let them not say, We have swallowed him up. Let those who are rejoicing at my evil be ashamed and abashed altogether. Let those who are exalting themselves over me be clad in shame and humiliation. Let those who delight in my right and just cause shout for joy and be glad, and let them always say, let Yesu be made great, who is desiring the peace of his servant. And my tongue shall speak of your rightness and justness, your praise all day long. Musical Composition 36. Offense speaks to the wrong within his heart. Fear of Almighty is not before his eyes, for he flatters himself in his own eyes, to find his wrongdoing to be hated. The words of his mouth are wickedness and deceit. He has ceased to be wise, to do good. He plots wickedness on his bed. He sets himself in a way that is not good. He does not despise evil. Yesu, your mercy is in the heavens, and your trustworthiness reaches to the clouds. Your rightness and justness is like the mighty mountains. Your right rulings are a great deep. Yesu, you save human and beast. How precious is your mercy, Almighty! And the sons of human take refuge in the shadow of your wings. They are filled from the fatness of your house, and you give them drink from the river of your pleasures. For with you is the fountain of life. In your light we see light. Draw out your mercy to those who know you, and your rightness and justness to the upright in heart. Let not the foot of pride come against me, and the hand of the wrong drive me away. There the workers of wickedness have fallen. They have been overthrown, and have been unable to rise. Musical Composition 37. Do not fret because of evildoers. Do not be envious of the workers of injustice, for they soon wither like grass, and fade like green plants. Trust in Jesus, and do good. Dwell in the earth, and feed on steadfastness, and delight yourself in Jesus, and let him give you the desires of your heart. Commit your way to Jesus, and trust in him, and he does it. And he shall bring forth your rightness and justness as the light, and your right ruling as midday. Rest in Jesus, and wait patiently for him. Do not fret because of him who prospers in his way, because of the human doing wicked devices. Abstain from displeasure, and forsake wrath. Do not fret also to do evil, for evildoers are cut off. But those who wait on Jesus, they shall inherit the earth. Yet a little while, and the wrong is no more. And you shall look on his place, but it is not. But the meek ones shall inherit the earth, and delight themselves in plenty of peace. The wrong plots against the right and just, and gnashes his teeth at him. Jesus laughs at him, for he sees that his day is coming. The wrong have drawn the sword, and have bent their bow, to cause the poor and needy to fall, to slay those who walk straightly. Their sword does enter into their own heart, and their bows are broken. Better is the little of the right and just one than the riches of many wrongdoers. For the arms of the wrongdoers are broken, but Jesus sustains the right and just. Jesus knows the days of the perfect, and their inheritance is even to the last age. They are not ashamed in a time of evil, and in the days of scarcity of food they are satisfied. But the wrongdoers shall perish, and the enemies of Jesus, like the splendor of the meadows, they vanish. Like smoke they vanish away. The wrongdoer is borrowing, and does not repay. But the right and just one shows favor and gives. For his blessed ones inherit the earth, but those cursed by him are cut off. The steps of a human are ordered by Yesu, and he delights in his way. Though he falls, he is not cast down, for Jesus is supporting his hand. I have been young, and now I am old, yet I have not seen the right and just forsaken, or his seed begging biscuit. All day long he is showing favor and lending, and his seed is for a blessing. Turn away from evil, and do good, and dwell even to the last age. For Jesus loves right ruling, and does not forsake his kind ones. They shall be guarded even to the last age. But the seed of the wrongdoers is cut off. The right and just shall inherit the earth, and dwell in it even to the last age. The mouth of the right and just speaks wisdom, and his tongue talks of right ruling. The word of his Almighty is in his heart. His steps do not slide. The wrong one is watching for the right and just, and is seeking to slay him. Jesus does not leave him in his hand, or let him be declared wrong when he is judged. Wait on Jesus, and guard his way, and he shall elevate you to inherit the earth. When the wrongdoers are cut off, you shall see it. I have seen the wrongdoer in great power, and spreading himself like a native green tree. Yet he passed away, and notice, he was not. And I sought him, but he was not found. Watch the perfect, and observe the straight, for the latter end of each is peace. But the transgressors shall be destroyed together. The latter end of the wrong shall be cut off. But the deliverance of the right and just is from Jesus, their strength in time of distress. And Jesus does help them and deliver them. He delivers them from the wrongdoers and saves them, because they took refuge in him.